Hello students, today we're going to learn a new chapter of your Honeycomb, The Ashes That Made Trees Bloom, written by William Elliot Griffiths. This chapter is about a story of a Japanese couple. It is a Japanese tale telling about how an old couple were very kind to the animal and how animal responded to them and made them rich, but they have given us the message also that never to be greedy in any situation of your life. So the whole chapter will be revolving around it. So let's know more about, but we're going to know about the author first. William Elliot Griffiths, 1928, he died and he was born in 1843, September 17. He was an American Orientalist, minister, lecturer, and a prolific author. Before I go further with this chapter, students, I would like to give you one vocabulary that means the meaning of the difficult words. Here are some difficult words for you that you can learn and you can enhance your vocabulary skills. The introduction of the chapter is telling about that there was a Japanese old couple who was having one pet dog. The name of the dog was Moku. This couple was very kind and very hard working. So this Japanese tale is very interesting, telling about how we have to be kind to the animals and how animals will be more kind to us. So I'll start the chapter with this slide that once there lived an old couple. They had a pet dog. They had no child. They loved the dog as if it was their baby. The Muko dog, he was very much in love with that couple. The kind couple, they fed the dog with their own forks, in fact, which is very weird, you might have find out, but the love you can see. But in return, the dog also loved them much. That old man was a farmer, you can see in that slide. Every morning, Muko follow him to his fields. Every morning, Muko follow his and to the field. A heron walked into the footsteps of old couple to pick the worms, like his master. The dog also never harmed the bird. One day, the dog put his paws against the old man's leg and tried to get his attention. He motioned with his head to spot that thing, but the dog, he really tried. Here in this, you can see that this is a dog, Muko, who was trying to get the attention and he was trying to play with that master also. Anyhow, he managed and he went with Muko where he wanted to go. The old man and pet, they all got there on the spot and Muko started scratching. And the old man was he was very much excited to know that where he was scratching. When he actually dug that ground, he found so much of gold. He was so surprised. So the old couple, they got rich. They became rich and gave a feast to the friends. Feast means a party, a food kind of, that they have given a good party to their friends and helped their poor neighbors. In the same village, there lived a wicked man and his wife. They brought that dog into their garden and they set before him good food. But the dog was not afraid. He neither ate nor moved. They dragged the dog out of the doors and they walked with him. They find there a pine tree. The dog, he knew what he has to do. He starts scratching the he starts scratching that that pile, that spot, right? And but what happened? Nothing happened in that case, but the worms, that these insects, they get out with that thing. They really got so bad, and he really felt so bad that how he can do so to us. He got so angry that that wicked couple, that man, he killed the dog to the death. It's a really very bad thing which he did. The old couple, the Japanese couple, they really got so sad, and that old man, he just sat there where he was buried, and he mourned for the long time. He called him many dear names if he were alive, but he couldn't. But one night, with that man, you can see in the slide, this man got the dog in that dream, and he got to know something new about it. He was also asked to make a wood mill. The incident of the dog's death reached the ears of the owner, and he felt so bad about this. The old man, he was told to get one wooden mill. He did the same thing, and that I mean he actually scratched that wood and hammered that wood. He got again the gold out of it, the pile of golds. The old man was so happy and was so grateful to the god and also to the dog who came into his dream. At that moment, the envious neighbors, they peeped into the window and they decided to borrow that mill. Very interesting turning point is there in the story now. They got really so annoyed that the old couple, they got that mill and tried to do something. But what they were trying, this time that thing did not happen. That when he broke the mill, the piece into the pieces, it was turned into so many worms, and they got so afraid. But as you all know, now the mill is broken. But next night again, Moku came into his owner's mind, and he told about something more about it, that what he can do. So, in this, he told in that dream that whatever that ashes are left when they have burned that thing, he will going to collect. He should go and collect that ashes and blew that ashes to the trees, and trees will bloom, and in fact he will going to get some good amount of gold too. So he did the same thing. He collected and blew that to the tree, and the tree, which could never be bloomed, it started blooming to the surprise to the old couple. When they were doing so, the mayor of the city, or you can say the landlord, got surprised, and they said how this can happen. With this surprise, they got so amazed, and they gifted something to the old couple. The old couple was so happy that with these ashes, this thing can happen, and these ashes can make the trees bloom. When he got to know that old couple is doing so, this wicked man who was trying to get it, he did the same thing when the mayor was passing. But what happened? When he tried to do the same thing, those ashes got mixed in the air and made the mayor, or you can say the landlord, and the other policemen or the other soldiers very much in cuff, which really made him so annoyed. And what he did, he actually got punishment. That wicked couple, the man was killed by the landlord. And the story was all about at the end now that the old couple they lived so happily, merrily, with too much of gold and richness all around. Why? Because they were not at all greedy, they were kind. So, the moral of the story, which comes to the end, is that it used to be kind. You all should be kind to the people, to the animals, and never be greedy in any case. Now, here is the assignment questions for you. So, please kindly pause the video and write down the answers and do give it for the checking to your English teacher. I really hope the chapter is very much clear to you and will going to help you to get the correct answers. Thank you so much for watching the video, students.